has given us enough thrills to last a lifetime, and now only one game remains, and it's the one we've all been waiting for, as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to coverage of Super Bowl 52 from 2-year-old U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the build-up, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
Well over 100 million people watching around the world. Welcome to you all. Super Bowl 52 underway from Minneapolis. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And ready to bring out the Eagles' offense is their quarterback, Nick Foles, helped guide them to that huge win over Minnesota, 38-7, to get to the Super Bowl. Does Foles have one more rabbit in that hat?
I think that he's got a great chance of having that rabbit in his hat because now he has his confidence back. He was a starting quarterback in the NFL, led his team to a playoff year in Philadelphia, and went to the Pro Bowl with 27 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. So we know he can get it done. If he plays the way that he has since Atlanta, 23 of 30 in that game, the monster game against Minnesota, yeah, he might have that one last rabbit that we might see on Super Bowl Sunday.
Brought up an interesting point, though, that other playoff appearance in 2013. So 3 playoff starts for him now. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down following the run. Now Foles. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Foles. And that is incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. The man under center leading them now 40 years of age in his 18th year out of Michigan, the great Tom Brady.
Such a key cog in their AFC title win 2 weeks ago. Remember what he told us this past week? That he couldn't wait to get out here to this day, to this stage, but also was trying to take it all in as well, trying to slow down the process a little bit so he wouldn't be overamped for the game.
Yeah, he said, I want to slow it down but speed it up all at once. Now the game is here, and he's ready to shine. Now a former fifth-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. You know, there's an interesting nugget that you unearthed as the Patriots come back out here on offense. The Pats, 22 starters in Super Bowl 51 against Atlanta. Only half of those guys started against the Jags in the AFC Championship game.
They remake their roster better than anyone in the league. Because you remember when they beat Seattle in the Super Bowl a few years ago? They come back 2 seasons later. Very few of those guys left on the roster. Come back and do it again. I think a big part of it is they know how to coach, they know how to teach, they know how to identify talent, bring in the right guys. And let's face it, it's the same head coach, the same owner, and maybe most importantly, same quarterback on all those teams.
Yeah, that helps. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gostkowski for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's Ajayi. He'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Brady now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Charles, let's switch gears here for a second. Talk Super Bowl jerseys. Did you know that 12 of the last 13 teams that have won the Super Bowl have worn white?
That I knew. My question was really, how many of them chose to wear white when the option was to wear their home, darker jersey?
Right.
And I know the Broncos flipped over and wore white against Carolina and won a Super Bowl. The Patriots have opted to do that this time. I wonder how many others were just naturally that way.
Yeah, but you're right that the conferences flip-flop each year who's home. So the Patriots are, quote-unquote, the home team, and they did select the white jerseys. We'll see if that pays off. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. To go here in the first half. We'll come back to Super Bowl 52 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They juked him. Oh, now he bowls him over. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's Nick Foles as he heads back out to work. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Patriots. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over, and we'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Second down and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The Patriots pick up the first down. Brady to Amendola.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep.
Wiley. Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league, and it's a lot of fun for them. Even though it rained during the game this time, fans still had a good time.
AFC won, 2nd consecutive year, and the 2nd year it's been held in Orlando after all those years in Hawaii. I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think we all are. The players are, but those with families, they're having a great time bringing them to all the things that you can get in the Orlando area for your kids.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set. to resume the action. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Brady finding Hogan on third down, and the Patriots able to convert.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Danny Amendola as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a J. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Eagles won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Patriots taking control early in the first. Lewis is going to show off his strength, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Now 1st and 10, quick pass and completion to Cooks. And nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Patriots up by 2 touchdowns. Now till late in the second. Hogan's going to haul in the pass, and he'll make it out to the 34-yard line. Still a little time left on the clock. Tom Brady connects on a pass into coverage. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown as they go up here at 21-0.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Again, it's Lewis. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Throwing is Brady on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady, and he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, on that incompletion, Charles, want to take a sidestep, get your keys to the game for the Super Bowl coming up. And by the way, the Madden simulator, they do that every year. Madden simulated that it would be a 24-20 Patriots victory for whatever that's worth.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff right there. Well, for the Eagles to pull the upset in the Madden simulator, I think Nick Foles, their quarterback, has to continue his rhythmic play. Easy passes, right? Just like the basketball player he was in the past, where he's not thinking and the ball's just out of his hands into the wide receivers. On defense, those defensive tackles, Fletcher Cox and Tim Jernigan, they've got to continue to be disruptive. Malcolm Jenkins will be all over the places in the secondary, and they've got to tackle and not give up big plays. For New England, they got to take away the tight end, Zach Ertz. He's a big key to Philadelphia's success, and of course, protect Tom Brady long enough for him to find his second and third targets throughout the game.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 52. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Foles. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll be first down Eagles. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Foles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd down following the incompletion. Here's Foles. Screen pass to Blunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now back to throw. 2 minutes to go here in Super Bowl 52 from Minneapolis. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 29 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So the Patriots coming out now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They try again with Lewis. And some room to maneuver. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup. And New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.